So I hope you've all been enjoying this three-part series of the finely aged golf swing, right? I'm not going to say the word senior, but you know what I'm talking about. So this last one's going to be great. You know, we went over how to have the proper side bend so you could stay in posture and keep your head still. And then we talked about some of this disassociating, being able to separate your upper and lower to be able to hit it farther. This last drill is going to have more to do with the club. You see, I've got the giant club out, and it's going to have more to do with consistency and accuracy, okay? Something that's so important because many of the golfers that I see that lack mobility, they really start twisting this club around a lot to where it's almost like a windshield wiper, and the amount of rotation that's happening makes it near impossible for them to hit the ball straight. Or even if they hit it straight, it's such a last-ditch effort to close it right before impact, it's very slappy, okay? So what we're looking for, especially as you've kind of got these side bends going better now and you know where they come from, we're looking for the club face to be square, hip high to hip high. This has helped so many of my older golfers and myself hit the ball so much straighter because we're really controlling the rotation of the face. It's not just flipping around all wildly like it wants to do, right? With that weight on the end of this metal shaft really wants to do it. We want to contain that motion. So what happens here is when I get to this position, I'm trying to make sure that that club is right on my spine angle, which is basically perpendicular to my shoulder angle because I've got that lead side bend as I start back. So I've got a little bit of shift and turn, and that club face is perfectly square. And here's the next part that maybe you've never heard. It's the same thing on the follow-through side. It's once again, I hope you can see that, it's perfectly parallel to my spine angle, okay? So here, parallel, here, parallel. And what I'm learning to do, instead of rolling the club with my shoulders, I say this person's rolling their shoulders to hit it, I'm actually driving my left shoulder down and my right shoulder up. Now as I change directions with my lower body, I'm driving my left shoulder up and my right shoulder down. That's keeping the face very square. So that's controlling, it's called the rate of closure. Too many people, they have this thing really doing this a lot. It gets very flippy and handsy. The ball's not going to go straight. So the best way to learn that, once you've kind of seen the analogy, is just go ahead and set up, rehearse that position right there. I feel the back of my left hand, the face, my left shoulder, it's all sitting on the same plane. Now I drive through, and you can see the face and my trail side bend. It's all very square. And the best way to start is just hit some small chippy ones. And I can feel I drove my lead side back. I drove my trail side under and through, not around and over, right? My head's moving, I'm out of my posture, and the face is rotating way, way too hard. And once you get a better feel for that, now obviously when we go to a full swing, we're going through those same positions, here, here, but we're just doing it in a full motion, all the way through.
Hey, it's your coach Zach Allen here, and I hope you're enjoying today's lesson. After thousands of student lessons, I've discovered that the single weakest link in your golf swing is your brain. You see, our brains control all of our movements, but as it turns out, they aren't naturally wired for the golf swing. And until you fix this, your body will simply refuse to do what the brain is asking. The good news is there's an easy fix. Since I don't have the time in this short video, I've put together a 3-part mini clinic where I walk you through a simple process that will rewire your brain, giving you the control you need for a consistent golf swing. I call it the Consistency Clinic, and you can get the entire thing free of charge by clicking the link in the description below. The training series isn't available anywhere else, so go ahead, click the link right now, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, now let's get back to today's lesson.
So that was nice. That ball took off just dead straight. I hope you could see that on video. But I had a lot more club face control because I was able to move correctly and manage the face with my hands and arms. There's not a whole lot of twisting that we need It's just what happens as we get older, as we start to lack mobility, we start to try to move other things that really should not be moving at all. So I hope you enjoyed that 3-part series. I hope it helps the older folks watching and even some of the younger folks. If you want to watch the first couple videos that you didn't get to see them yet, they're right here. They've been very helpful. We've had a lot of great comments already. But until then, I will see you all next lesson. Have a great week.